All right, dunk champ.
That was the worst dunk contest I've ever seen.
What's the issue with the dunk contest? What's the issue with All-Star Weekend in general? They've tried so many different things.
They're going to turn it into a fucking NFL Pro Bowl, and it's going to be a fucking joke of itself when they're going to get rid of it altogether. Like, there's not going to be more games. It's certainly not going to be more dunk contests. That was horrible. That was awful. The best part about the entire weekend was a 3-point shootout. Honestly, the game was good itself. I don't want to take anything away from that.
Yeah, it was all right.
That was actually competitive. It was fun. I liked the 3-point shootout. Shout out Dame. I can't believe he went out there and just fucking wiped everybody. But yeah, All-Star Weekend was cool, man. I liked the game because of Wemby. Wemby set the tone, and everybody else kind of followed.
Edwards was getting into
going at him, and Kawhi was going off.
Kawhi has sneakily, like, this year has like just been really good.
He's revamped his game, bro. He's playing a little more different. Like, he's not so much like a slasher and getting to the hoop. Like, he's relying on that jump shot, 3 balls there.
Yeah.
He's handling it with more fluidness and more ease, which is amazing because a guy that size and like he's already a brute. It's funny because he used to be known as a defensive guy, and now like I know him more for what he's doing now. So that's super dope to see. But yeah, bro, All-Star was cool. Wemby set the tone. Everybody followed except Jokic and Luka. They just looked like they could care less, bro. That was horrible. But so all in all, I give it a 6. 6.5.
Dame, 3rd-time winner. Who are the other 2 3rd-time winners?
There's 3-time winners?
There's 2 of them. There's 2 guys that have won the 3-point contest 3 times.
Bird.
Yep, that's one. Oh, that's the easy one. This one's very obscure. I'll give you.
It's like a dude from like the late '80s, early '90s, little black dude. He played with the Bulls. He could really shoot it.
Okay,
I don't know his name.
You're on the track. I was gonna give you some hints, but those are the hints.
No, I can't remember his name for shit. Like Muhammad Abdul Rahim.
No, it's Craig Hodges.
Craig Hodges. Wow, I don't know why
he played it. Well, you thinking of Sharif or no, the one dude that
from Denver.
Denver this year.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Craig Hodges, Larry Bird, now Dame Lillard. It's cool to see Dan come back. But yeah, exactly. People are more hyped about the 3-point contest than the dunk contest. But it's like
so fun. It's so much fun.
What year did you win it? It was 2013.
2013.
So that was 13 years ago now.
Yeah.
Like, what makes it tough now? Because everyone's like, oh, we've seen this all, we've seen everything. Like, when you were going to the dunk contest, what were your thoughts? Like, okay, what do I got to do? What's gonna make it right?
I mean, honestly, I wanted to be in the dunk contest, so that already is like you have to want to be in the dunk contest because then you're gonna put like some effort behind it. But I was practicing. I want to say like 2.5 weeks, almost a month. I was practicing after like coming back to the arena late at night, and then DeMar helped me, Rudy Gay helped me. So like even after like practices on the road, like I'll just stay there 20 minutes extra and just work on some things, come up with whatever.
Try to be creative.
It took a while, but you could definitely like see I was trying to fucking make it look good. I didn't go out there and just like do a regular dunk like Jackson Hayes. But yeah, it's hard to be creative nowadays because like ever since 2016 and Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon happened, like I feel like it's going to be super hard to top that. Like they were like one of the last dunk contests where they got to. It wasn't like super gimmicky. They showed their natural athleticism, and then they still did like amazing dunks on top of that. So outside of that, man, it's hard to be creative nowadays with YouTube and all the professional dunkers out there. People seeing so much, it's hard to like really impress people. So
yeah, but like you said though, you gotta show your athleticism. Like if you're gonna go, but like obviously we've seen a million people go between the legs now.
Yeah,
but it's like because I remember we used to look back at like Jason Richardson. I just saw his highlights from one of his dunk contests, and like those days of like going between the legs, you're just like, dang, like the way that he did it, it's smooth. And now, don't get me wrong, there's people still do it to these days. It looks the same, but it's just like. You got to have authority. It has to be smooth. And like, Carter Bryant had one of those ones. It was good. It was a good dunk. Like
Yeah,
people just don't get wooed by it.
You just have to find there's a difference between like in-game dunkers who can like figure out how to get a dunk off in the course of a game, and then there's like a difference between trick dunkers who are like, oh, I can do a 360 around the back, or I can do like a like those are different types of dunks. And I feel like when you're a game dunker, you have to show like your raw athleticism. So you might have to catch lobs so you can jump up high and like woo people with your height, with your vert. And then like when it comes to like you're gonna maybe throw a windmill or throw an alley-oop or bounce it to yourself or something just to catch the ball at a certain height, bring it down and show like something like that. That's what people like to. You can keep your dunks basics, but if you can just do it with authority, force, and you can make it on your first try, though, that's what impresses people. If you can make the dunk look super easy, but do something super difficult, like these guys are doing basic dunks, but making it look so hard. There's more rim grazers in this dunk contest than I've ever seen. Like it was bad.
Yeah, because if you look at the vintage Vince Carter.
Yeah.
He does a 360 windmill, which is insane, but it's just
first try the force,
the fullness, and like the just force, and it's
rotation, like everything.
And we've seen a lot of people do that same dunk since, but it's just the way that he did it.
Yeah, was elegant.
Yeah, his elegant, exactly. And so, I mean, maybe I think
it was bad all the way through.
They need to put a limit on height. Nothing against Jackson Hayes, but it's like.
No, they don't even need to put a little.
He's like 7 foot. We don't need 7 footers in dunk contest. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that really is taking like the wow factor away from the dunk contest is the fact that they don't have big names in it like they used to. Like back in the day, 2003, you would get like Josh Smith, Amari Stoudemire, J.R. Smith, not Desmond, but like you would get these big time athletes who were like starters on their team who played that you could be familiar with. Now it's like how many people knew who Keyshawn Johnson was, or how many people knew who Carter Bryant? Like, I
mean, I knew Carter Bryant more than I knew Johnson because Carter Bryant was a higher draft pick and he played a little bit. Like that's the only reason.
But I mean, but for the casual fan though, it would be so much easier if like, Zion versus Ja versus somebody that you knew, right? But now it's not like that, and it's harder. Like they had Matt McClung. Honestly, I would rather have seen Matt McClung go in there because his dunks that he did, on his Instagram were better than any of the dunks that you saw that night.
Why was he not?
I heard that it was like, the players didn't want him to go against them, and there was just like this whole thing. I don't know what it was.
He's still in the G League, right? Yeah.
He's still in the G. Yeah, he's still in the league, bro. So it's like he should be able to go out there, and it's his to win. Like it's his contest, bro. We just saw the worst pathetic effort that I've ever seen. Like, bro, Jackson Hayes literally jumped from like the middle of the paint and he did a through the legs on a fast break in the game. Like, and then that's what you do your first dunk out, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Like they're ruining it. And then I mean, whatever. That shit made me mad because I no disrespect to Jace, but when I saw him go down, I literally like closed my eyes and just turned the TV off. I was like, that didn't happen. I just turned to something else. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. That might have been it. That might be the death of the dunk contest. It was horrible.
Bro, and this is saying Matt McClung, several NBA players expressed they did not want to compete if he was involved. That's crazy to me.
He wasn't involved and nobody still wanted to compete. So who cares?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who was these players that were expressing
it was Adam Silver.
He aimed to shift focus towards securing a consistent NBA roster spot rather than being viewed solely as a dunk contest specialist.
You gotta get your money where your money is, brother. I mean, you can do both, but that's
both. Exactly. That's insane. Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out. I mean, even the All-Star game, I know is better, but it's just brutal.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the world was definitely gonna put a whooping on both those teams, and that just wasn't the case. Wemby is amazing, but I just thought that Wemby, Luka, Jokic. How could you lose? You know how, just effort, lack of effort.
They just don't care.
They didn't give a shit. They're like, I just hurt my knee. I'm Jokic. I just hurt my knee. Luka's like, it's been a long year. I'm trying to stay off the sweets. Just let me get through this weekend.
It's so funny though, because I didn't watch like a ton of it, but I watched some of it, and I just happened to catch your dude Norm Powell getting interviewed. And they're like, and he's a first time All-Star.
Yeah.
And the reporter was like, so like, how are you guys going to get it done? Like, what's going to be the things? And it's like, we're gonna have to play defense. Like, and they're just trying to make it seem like such a real game, and no one cares, bro. Like,
I mean, but Wemby cared, bro, and that's all you could ask for. Because I feel like, all these older dudes are going to be gone at some point. Wemby will be an all-star for a long time if he can keep setting that tone, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to have a whole new generation of players like going at each other's neck for all-star break. It'll be maybe a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3 games over the course of his career where it's like, damn, that was a really fucking good game. But like, these older dudes, bro, just don't give a shit. They just don't care.
What if they replace the dunk contest with a 1v1-on-1 challenge?
Yeah, just treat it like the Pro Bowl. Get rid of all of it. I don't want to see nothing, bro. You just get elected an all-star, but that's just, and they send you a certificate and you take a picture with it and post it on Instagram. But other than that, just leave it. I'm so tired of seeing this. And did you see how empty it was? It was super empty. It didn't seem like there was a lot of people there.
I didn't really tell. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, you couldn't tell because they were in that new it's dark and they had like freaking the little lights on each seat, so it looked like it might have been a person sitting there. But the pictures I've seen of people that were there were like, yeah, it's dead here. It's nothing going on. So,
it's crazy. Dunk contest, All-Star weekend, trade deadline. Seen a bunch of different trades just because it just reminded me because I seen that jersey behind you, Vucevic on the Celtics.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Actually, a lot of trades.
A ton of trades. Yeah,
that happened before. Obviously, we talked about James Harden, Cavs, Vooch to the Celtics, which is interesting because the Celtics are still they're a top team in the East.
Yeah, and he does a lot of what they need. Like, he's like that Al Horford, but just a little more mobile and can move a little bit better. Yeah, he's a little bit younger. He's 4 or 5 years younger.
Yeah, that helps.
that helps, but when you move like Vooch, it's like you might as well be 2 years younger. So it's like
same age, but
still, he does a lot of what they needed from Al Horford a couple years ago. So like, it's a good fit, bro. He had a pretty good game. He almost had like a triple double. He had like 12 points, 10 rebounds, like 4 assists, a couple steals. Like, so hopefully he could provide more of that going in the offseason. This second half of the season.
I know it's crazy because there's so much.
I know there's a lot going on,
bro.
There's
so much going on. Like, even like they're talking about Jason Tatum. Like,
would you sit him or bring him back?
I'd sit him. I mean, you guys are second in the East without him. I don't think you need to
like risk it again, or just like, even have him not playing with. You need him to kind of play like.
Yeah, I mean, James Harden go to the Cavs, Vooch to the Celtics. Jaren Jackson go from the Grizzlies to the Jazz, and now he's shut it down for the rest of the year because he's having surgery.
Yeah,
which is just Jaren Jackson's a really good player. I mean, defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
very versatile, but that just seems so weird to go from the Grizzlies to the Jazz.
I think they could be a top 15 team next year, like
the Jazz.
Yeah, because bro, I think they're trying to get AJ. How you say his name? Debonsa, whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to get AJ. Clearly, if he went to BYU, then they definitely had a hand in him going there. I swear they do, bro. All the boosters, like, there's a lot of people that work in the organization that were boosters or that went or alumni to BYU. Like, I'm telling you, if you look into it,
no, that whole state is all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But there's probably a little more into that than people realize. But I think they could be good, bro. If they get him. They have Jaren Jackson, Larry Marketing. They signed maybe one other person in the offseason.
I mean, Ace Bailey's been all right.
He's been all right. No, they signed one other dude that, might be able to see the vision in the offseason. Like, yo, Utah might have a shot. That could be all it takes for them to kind of like
start going. They had that one guy. They had Collier from USC. The one that played
the little guard.
17 assists the other night.
And they still got Keontae?
Yeah, they got players.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're definitely moving in the right direction, but they're trying to tank it this year. That's the only thing,
dude. They're tanking hard,
bro. Because they want AJ.
No,
that's it.
And I'll tell you this: I don't get a chance to watch a ton of college because I do, I call games. But I caught a BYU game the other day, and I was actually really impressed with him. The way that he was getting to his mid range versus Baylor, he had like 30-something, and like, bro. 6'9", just rise up over people, had rhythm like for a freshman. Like,
so who would you take between him and Darren Peterson?
It's tough. I've watched both, and like Debanza, this last 3 weeks, he's averaging like 30 points and shooting like 50% from the 3-point line. Like, he's just been on fire. He has size, bro. He can handle. but Peterson's really good too. But then now he's like not even playing. It's just crazy.
Yeah. You think he's just trying to shut it down and trying to stay healthy for the draft? Like, what does it even matter? Like, it's not like you about to.
Yeah, try to win a title, but
yeah, bro. I mean, it's so funny, bro. Like, because he is that type of player that's like when he's on the court, he's amazing, electrifying,
he's good.
Like,
he's good.
Super skilled, talented, gets to his spots, has a big IQ, can shoot it off the dribble. He knows how to get to his spots and elevate. Right, so he's really polished right there. Even more so to me than AJ. AJ's more like raw athleticism and just like bigger size, and he knows how to do certain things. But
like for sure, 100%.
You put a dude his size on him, he might not be able to get to his spots the way he's used to.
For sure.
But with Darren, it does make me a little concerned. It's like, why are you sitting out? Like, and the only reason why he's sitting, it's not anything like, oh, he doesn't care about his team or whatever. But it's just like, to me, that's gonna be a red flag in hindsight. 10 years from now, if he's pulling one of these type of things again, where he's kind of like, it's a character issue. Like, all right, do you really want to play, or are you just like,
what happens if you go to? I mean, most likely you're gonna be drafted to a bad team.
Like, yeah, and that's the thing, bro. You have to have a good character.
What happens? You go to Pelicans, or you go, there's places these guys go, and it just kind of feathers away.
Yeah, and it's tough because like he's so talented and so skilled, and he plays so well on the court. Like if he had the mentality of like a Victor Wembanyama, who was just like, my whole goal in life is to get better, be the best version of myself. Like teams are going to be drooling over him. But if you have like a, not to take anything away from LaMelo, but if you're like a LaMelo type of guy where it's kind of like you're just coming in, doing your thing, and just styling and just living life, like they might not be as fond of that when it comes time to like, all right, can we actually do something with you? But I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Darren Peterson is definitely amazing. He's super talented at the college level. But yeah, it's insane. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if any of these guys are going to be Cooper Flag. Honestly,
no, Cooper's surprised. I thought he was going. I knew he was going to be good. I know he was this goddamn good.
Well, and it took him a little bit, and now he's really like flourishing. And it's a confidence thing and ability, size. AJ Devan said that could open up for him. Who knows when an NBA courts? He's not bad.
I might be wrong. I might be dead ass wrong.
I understand that. I
don't think he's going to do what Cooper's doing. Are you fucking crazy?
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you never know from the college to the NBA game. Like if it's a wider court, more separation. Like if he's able to get one-on-one situation, like because he can handle the ball pretty well for his size,
for sure. But like he has the ball is a lot different than like playmaking,
for sure. But it also like you got to go to the right places. Like Jason Kidd's giving Cooper Flag the ball. Like Debanza might not get that depending on where he goes. So there's a lot of things, but yeah, I don't see any of the talent being like how Flag is. Like he's he's kind of 40.
As a 18-year-old kid, bro, 17, 18-year-old kid.
So this goes. I don't know if you saw the whole, because the tanking issue. The Jazz are like sitting out players. They're up in the first half, and then they just sit everybody. Sit everybody.
To go, yeah.
And then there's all this article stuff that came out. I think it was today or yesterday about Adam Silver talking about, and I saw another guy talking about it to Stephen A. Smith on First Take, was saying get rid of the draft, and that.
So
So basically, like to get rid of tanking, you get rid of the draft, and then basically rookies are free agents, and then you got to sell yourself to these rookies.
No, because that would be that would be horrible, bro. You would get dudes talking to guys in 2 years before they get drafted. It's like, look, I give you. Yeah, I'll sign you now. I'll start giving you money now. No, if you think we have a problem with gambling, that would be an absolute nightmare, bro. This would be horrible. Guy, Darren Peterson already wants to sit out. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna play in college because I got promised by the Wizards that they're gonna take. Like, I don't know. No. Why go to college? Why go to college? That's the case.
No, I totally understand that. It is an interesting concept though of like not having a draft. In theory,
just find them more.
They're trying
500K to 1.5 to 2.5 to 5 million.
They fined them 500K the other day. It's like I don't know. These owners, I don't know. They just don't care.
I don't think they care. Tax write off. Yeah, all day, buddy. You're paying me because I'm going to get all this money back, and then I'm just going to give it to the player. Like, and it's going to be. Don't do, bro. Just
think about if there wasn't a draft, and teams had to sell themselves to these players. Like it would change because also if you're a player, you'd have to make the right decision too, because you're not necessarily just going to go to the best team that has the most play. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you're not going to get, because the money's not going to be.
Yeah, they would. I mean, that would humble the rookies for sure, because it's just like, all right, well,
do you want to go play for the Celtics, or you want to go play for the Pelicans, and you can get more money at the Pelicans, or you're going to get less
imagine
money?
Like you're a top prospect and it's a weak draft, and it's just like, look, everybody will sign you, but you're gonna be on a minimum. It's just like, you're not, like, nobody really needs what you do this year. This is it's a weak draft.
Hey, that's insane though. Think about that. If they think the draft's really small, like weak, and they're like, no one's gonna offer you more than,
7 players were drafted this year and the league record low.
7 players were signed this year. It's like, that'd be insane. It would happen. Teams would not care. It'd be like, all right.
That would help, but that would help college kids, because you know how, like, in college, the top prospect is always worried about, I want to go number 1. I'm better than this guy in the draft. I'm better than this guy in the draft. I'm better at that. Who the fuck cares when you're about to face up against Victor Wembanyama? Nobody is going to care that you average 14 or you average 6 points than this guy.
Yeah.
When you get to the NBA, it's can I be here or can I not be here? Like,
it's true.
It does not matter if you're the first pick or the 60th pick. I've seen 60th picks turn into Isaiah Thomas, and I've seen number 1 picks turn into Anthony Bennett. Like, it's all about what you do once you get through the fucking door. And that would, who knows?
Dude, the thing is like, it would be really interesting, because you'd have to be smart about where you go. You'd have to be smart. You'd have to understand, like, and teams would have to be smart on how they're going to manage and
it's just like they won't be inclined to take so much of a chance on somebody that's really.
They're not just like, I'm like this. I'm the 20th pick, so I got to take a risk on this guy. Like, you just but now you might put all your eggs in one basket and say, hey, I want to go get AJ DeBanza. I'm going to sell him this whole thing. Where, like, if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder, you're not going to be able to give AJ DeBanza fucking the same thing that someone else could give him. So it would be really interesting.
Wait, why not?
No, I'm just
why not? Why wouldn't the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder win their 3rd championship in a row, all that extra playoff money, and then they get
there's cap space. There's still cap space.
Okay, cool, but there's cap space. But like,
teams, they'd get rid of players. They'd get rid of players. That's true.
Get rid of players, but then who cares? Like, if you're a good team like OKC, and that's going to always be in the playoffs for the next 7-8 years, all that money that you make in the postseason, you can sit on that. You could be like, fuck it, we'll go into luxury tax if that means we can get the fucking top prospect.
It's true.
That would be a problem, bro. Just imagine Sam Presti, his team wins the whole fucking thing, and now it's like,
he wouldn't know what to do because there's no draft picks to trade.
There's no draft picks to pay, but like, maybe who cares? Maybe just the luxury tax, and then we get exactly what we want. And then it's like, now the good teams are too good to. It'll be like Formula One. You'll have Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and then over here you'll have the Pelicans. You'll have the Jazz, and it'll be fucking Memphis. Bad, bro.
You think it'd be worse? It'd start to get worse, huh? The separation would be worse.
We need an AI machine to run the.
It would be really interesting. It's funny though, if you think about it, like the business side of just the draft, like. That's actual massive business. Like,
no, bro.
How much money goes into the draft and just everything? Agents, just the whole setup of the draft.
Yeah.
The media part of the draft, like they build up to it. There's like stories. It's just, dude, that would be insane. That was just something that was floated, and maybe like who knows what's gonna happen.
Maybe it's just a bluff to get them to start acting right. But who knows?
We'll
see when they sit everybody else.
I don't get it. I just don't. Do you take shorter games? Do you go shorter games?
I don't know, because it's not about the games. I really think Utah is tanking this way because of AJ. There's no other reason why they would want to be doing, like, he's pretty much, he looks like their prototypical player on the Utah Jazz right now. He's a 6'6" to 6'9" wing that does everything. The same way Jaren Jackson, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen does. Like, that's what they're going for. And it's funny because I seen that too. I saw it on TikTok a long time ago. It was like, hey, y'all should be watching this. Like, why is it AJ going to BYU? Why did they get the old NBA coach from the Suns to come to this school? Like,
yeah,
no, it seems like they're already putting money behind this thing to try to get him to come out there. Because who knows? This is how you know. If they don't get a chance to outright draft him, watch them like start trading shit to get him. That's how you know they're not letting that investment die. Because if they go out of their way to get AJ, that's how you know they're trying to get him all along.
Okay, so like in our fantasy football, you have the playoffs and then you have like the toilet bowl playoffs. And the winner of the toilet bowl gets the first pick in the next draft.
Oh, like the NIT. Nice.
But it's like, what if you did something like that where you take the bottom 10 teams and I don't know if you could do it while the playoffs are going or maybe intermingle it, but the winner of that tournament gets the first pick.
No, I would take like the top 4 teams, top 4, the
bottom 4
worst team, bottom 4. Yeah, do a final 4.
And then the team that wins that, because then you have to actually put some effort in. Like those teams have to play. Like, I don't know.
You know how mad these players would be? Like, we're out here playing for fucking ping pongs. Like, they would mute me.
But like, we're not playing. The problem is they'll still tank to get to the 4, and then the coaches are gonna be like, "Hey, we gotta step it up, boys."
Look, you guys are already cheating. The 4 best cheaters duke it out for the number 1 pick. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's
a problem, man. Though. I don't know. What do you think about lesser games in general,
bro? So I be arguing with Bo Outlaw about this because I've been working out. Bo works out at my gym, so we're always talking basketball, and I be telling him like, look, bro, maybe the NBA should lower some games by like maybe 10 games, maybe 15 games. Just to keep it short, because look, the pace is so much faster now. Like guys they're running a lot more. It's a lot quicker up and downs. Like back in the day, like in the 80s, 90s, and even the 70s, bro, it was a lot of like pro basketball. They're throwing the ball into the paint and they're letting the big man work. Like the big man got the most touches out throughout the game in like the 80s and 90s. So it was a slower game.
Crazy slow.
So it was a lot of probing. They weren't like necessarily like up and down the same way we were. Not to say they didn't do that, but they for sure were doing that. But now, bro, I'm like, yeah, like that's why you're seeing so many guys pop their Achilles because it's a track race the entire time. And it's just like, that's a lot of wear and tear, especially for guys that play heavy minutes, man. Like it's going to be an injury that pops up every now and again. So I don't know. It's just a different style, but I wouldn't mind that 72 games. That wouldn't be bad. I mean, think about it. 52 games to the break. We're just gonna play 30. Like 52 games, bro, is fucking insane. That's insane. That's to get to the halfway mark.
Yeah. So I think the issue is like, what is your, like you played in the NBA for a lot of years. Like, did it just feel like sometimes it was just like, we're at the next city. We're just playing. It's just kind of monotonous where it's like you could just cut some, I don't know.
Well, because that's the thing Bo always kind of points out. It's like, well, you guys have all the, the new medical care and you guys can take care of yourself. But I'm like, yeah, for sure. But we're still putting twice as much strain. It feels like guys are just running around. We don't even have 2 bigs in the game now. It's like 1 big that can do, he's an undersized big that can do just about everything.
Yeah.
And we're running now. So it's like, you got to kind of take that into account because you're seeing the same injury pop up. But I don't know. We definitely need to cut 10 games wouldn't be bad, bro.
Yeah. I'm looking at these
80 plus games with playoffs, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like, but see, then the diehard fans are like, whoa, you take 10 away, then the stats for history, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Who the fuck cares? There was 12 teams at one point. Yeah, who the fuck cares? But like, yeah, shit changes. Yeah. The 3-point contest used to be fucking five racks, and now we have 2 half-court shots. Like, shit changes. Like, things change all the time. Like, let it change. And you have to right now, bro. This is insane. Like, you're going to have guys hurting and tanking all half of the season. That's a lot of games. I can see why Kawhi's like, no, I'm just going to sit the first 50. And then I'm just going to get my feet warm, get my legs going before I start this because it never stops.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because and then like the problem too is the quality of play, the TV stuff of it too. Like
the money is really what it is.
Well, no, and exactly the money is the biggest thing. And I just was listening to someone talk about this. It's like NFL is like the biggest sport in America by far. Yeah. Baseball is making a surge, like with what they did with like the Dodgers.
Yeah,
and like that, the last World Series was really big, and then like. College football is now probably going to go to 20 plus teams in a playoff. They're rising. Like college football has always been good. And the product of college basketball has been up a lot too. And it's like, it has this year. I think this year, like with those guys, and I think how NIL and players staying, there's a like this year right now, there's no like clear cut favorite in NCAA where, you know, a lot of years it's like, oh, this team's just been dominant. Like Arizona's been dominant, but now they've lost like 2 in a row. But yeah. I don't know. It just seems like NBA is just kind of just hindering there, like during the regular season. And when playoffs come, everyone's like, "Whoop, this is awesome! Like this is nothing else is on."
Yeah,
I'm locked on NBA playoffs. Yeah.
And
I love the NBA playoffs. Like
no, for sure. The last 2 years have been amazing.
Right? Yeah, it's awesome.
They've been, but they can't recreate that up until this point. Like it's the only time it gets good is this time. And that's why, honestly, because I call games for the Magic.
Yeah,
I legit haven't really watched that many games.
Yeah,
I will start to lock in right after like All-Star because that's when the race is. Like the race is the sprint of the season, and then you see the teams who are going to show you that they're serious contenders. Then you're going to see the teams who are like, you know, that had a lot of momentum at first might to, you know, start to drop off. Like it'll be interesting to see what Detroit does. This will be the first time they've been leading the pack after All-Star. Can they maintain this all the way up into the playoffs and actually like, you know, make it out of the East? That is why like this part of the season is so exciting because you never know what you're going to get. Same thing happened to Indiana last year. They weren't like the best. They were like in the middle of the pack during this time of the year. And then after All-Star to the playoffs, they were one of the very best teams in the NBA, and they go on a run all the way to the finals. That's what makes this part of the year so great. I can't wait to see how this plays off. Like in the East, it's close, and in the West, it's just like a freaking it's a fight.
Stars.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be insane to see. Can OKC hold everybody off? Can
Spurs team on the West, like, and then you got the Rockets, and you got like 5 teams.
Hold up. Before we talk about anything else, the KD files. We got to talk about the KD files. Did you see the burner stuff? Pull that up, bro, because that shit is. And it's so funny because you and Mike used to ask, you're like, how's KD? What's KD like? I'm like, I don't know. He's always on his phone. He doesn't really say much. He's not super social to anybody. Makes sense. Makes sense, brother. He was on those burners. He was on the burners.
And the internet believes they had found it.
I think it started with an interaction between him and somebody on Twitter about his invested in like some Israeli drone company. And then they got into him about it. And then I think from that conversation, somebody's like, all right, we're just going to leak his burner. He gets his burner leaked. And then you can kind of see it like leading up to like the All-Star game. Like he just looked visually more like, is he okay? Like what's going on with KD? He looks a little not himself. And
bro, then did you see the whole thing about like him talking about, wasn't it Trae Young?
Oh, he was like, yeah, Trae Young's been on my dick since fucking middle school or some shit, huh? Bro.
His breath stinks.
Yeah, dog. Did you see what he said about like his teammates now in Houston? He was like, I can't rely on him to make a shot or get a stop. I was like, yo, that's a crazy thing to say. Like, Jabari looked up to KD as a kid, bro. Must be so awkward, bro. And then he said some okay shoot, like, whoo. He was talking about everybody, bro. From everybody from Steph to freak, even Russ, bro. It's like, damn, bro. Did you have a single friend?
What did he say with you?
That's what I'm saying. Was I in there? Did I say? Did
God,
he say anything about me? He's like, fucking T. Ross's locker, fucking is horrible. I don't know. I hope he didn't say anything on me. I didn't say anything to him, so just leave me out of it, bro. He said Book. He called Book and Vogel like Stalin and Hitler, or and somebody else. I'm like,
there's no way that was him, bro. There's no way.
Oh, I hope not. He called Russ the triple-double cocaine bear. It's like, why did Russ catch one, bro? I hope it's not real. That would be his best bet, bro. He's always on his phone now. Like
he's always on his phone.
He always he just seems like he's always coming back at people on Twitter.
I hope it's not real, but it's also really funny. Like saying that stuff about people is so funny. Like, you're one of the best players ever, and you're just shitting on everybody all the time.
Oh my god, bro! What do you think the locker room is going to be like when he gets back,
dude?
Like, well, even if it's not real, like
exactly. What I mean, we know Ime. You can't you obviously can't say it. The players are going to feel awkward though, but the coach, like, what is the coach going to do though? Nothing.
Coaches never do anything. They don't entertain. They don't ever be like, bro, you need to apologize to him. No, that's not how it goes up there. Like, they're just like, oh shit. Like, I hope they figure that shit out. Like, all right, we got a game. Come on, coverages. Let's go. We got to shoot around. Like,
but the players though, it will be awkward though, because you're like, I don't know. Like, you're Jabari.
Kevin, do you really think I'm a reason? I mean, goddamn, bro, he would be like, that's a horrible thing to say about somebody,
dude. Especially, I mean, you're grown as a man, and it's your teammate. There's no way that was him, man.
Would you put it past him? Would you put it past him to do this though?
I mean, he's been.
Would you be surprised if this was like, yeah, that was my burner?
No.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's more NBA players or professional athletes that have burners. I mean, a lot of people have burners
for sure. But how many? I mean, but how many of those guys are the best players on your team talking shit about everybody else?
And like, how many in the top 10 of scoring of all time? Does LeBron have a burner?
He probably does.
Yeah, LeBron's on there looking for lyrics to the songs that he doesn't mess up.
Trying to finish more than the first few pages of a book. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's insane.
I'm on Godfather Chapter 1 again.
Yeah, god damn it. I can never get past the first 3 pages.
He has his bookmark in the same spot.
Yeah, Mr. Interlude.
Oh man. That's crazy, bro.
Well, it's going to be a good second half of the season.
I typed in Kevin Durant, and it says Rick Bucher, who's a journalist, thinks Kevin Durant needs to get married. It's one of the top.
That's never going to. Hell no, because he got married already. You never say that about a guy. Oh, I think he should get married. No, because he would have been married already if that was really
the case.
Yeah, bro. What? No, man. KD's going to be rich. And he's going to be on his phone. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to let everybody know he used to get buckets. And we're going to be like, yeah, we know, Kev. You're really good. You're really good.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's insane. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the like, comment.
Back to the Epstein files, huh?
Catch you next week.
Yeah, coming in hot.